Welcome! You're officially a Daily Success Insider. I'm Jamila Payne, founder and author of Daily Success Routine, and today I want to walk you through the exact process for being able to set up your daily success planner. Okay, so grab your planner. I have mine. We're just gonna be two friends working together to share our goals. So when you open up your planner, what you'll find on the very first page is a space to be able to fill out your name, your contact information, and today's date. And this is great because if you happen to misplace your planner, hopefully a good, kind citizen will contact you and let you know so that you can have it returned. Now the date, I like putting down the date because the great thing about your daily success routine is it can become a record keeping book. So I have tons and tons of daily success routine planners that keep the records of what I have accomplished every 90 days so that I can go back to them as a resource and refer to the projects that I was working on, or in the future being able to pass that on to kids or family members that are trying to achieve similar goals. All right, next inside the planner, you'll find the welcome letter from me. You'll find a place to connect with Daily Success Routine, myself and other Daily Success Insiders on your favorite social media channel, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or wherever else gets established in the future. You can make sure that you connect with us there. Now, the benefit of doing that, specifically in terms of Facebook, we do have a private Facebook group called Daily Success Insiders, or as I lovingly call it, the Success Squad, where you can connect with other people that are just like you, goal getters that are working to improve their lives, improve the lives of their families, their community, and grow their careers and businesses. I mentioned there's a welcome letter for me, so read that when you have an opportunity. Then you will be able to find the planner guide. So this is a visual guide of the pages inside of the Daily Success Routine Planner and exactly what I'm going to walk you through today. But if you ever want to go back and review, then you can definitely leverage the planner guide for definitions on how to complete each section. Now, what I'm walking you through today essentially is our daily success methodology and principles. But the idea here is not to be rigid about this process, but to figure out what are the parts that really work for you that you can continue to practice and implement in an on an ongoing basis. All right, so let's move along to the very first area for you to complete, which is the 90-day project year. All right, on the 90-day project year, this is a page where you will fill out what projects you're going to accomplish throughout the next 12 months. This will help you to keep in front of you a bigger vision for your entire year. It helps you to decide what you're going to focus on and when. So you don't have to give up your goals. You can have them all, just not at the same time. And the 90-day project year will help you to determine what things you're going to accomplish. So if you look at the first box, it gives you 3 boxes. So you can write in, let's say, one project that you're going to do each and every month, or you might decide to complete 2 to 3 projects per quarter. Now, I recommend not doing more than 2 to 3 projects per quarter because it will allow you to have a better success rate in terms of following through and actually getting those projects done. So you can fill those out for quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. Next, you'll find your 90-day vision pages. On those pages is where you can cut out your magazine tear out sheets, do your mind maps, doodles, goals, whatever will help inspire the visions for what you want to create in the year. So there's several vision pages for you to be able to do that. So you might create a vision for every 90-day project, or you might create one vision for the different projects that you're working on every 90 days. It's completely up to you. From there, you'll find your project plan. Now, your project plan is the roadmap for all of the steps that need to happen to bring your projects to life. So let's use an example of letting go of weight. This is a common goal for many of the Daily Success Insiders. So let's say that your bigger outcome goal might be to feel healthy and energized, but you break that down to a project of losing 15 pounds. And so or let's say that your bigger outcome goal is losing 15 pounds, and you break that down into bigger projects. Okay, so if your bigger outcome is losing 15 pounds, then your first project might be hiring a trainer. Your second project might be doing some meal planning, right? And being able to find a meal plan that you're going to follow. Your third project might be setting up a plan for your week in terms of when you're going to do your workouts or your class schedule, your exercises. All right. Then in the mini action steps, these are the micro steps that you're going to take every single day towards making that project happen. So here's where you do your big idea storm. Well, if I'm going to hire the trainer, what are all of the little things that need to get done? Well, you might want to talk to some friends to get recommendations on great trainers. You might want to do some research of trainers online. You may want to interview trainers. You might want to do some research on results that they've gotten for other people. Can you see how one small project has all of these micro steps that are involved? This is why it's important that you don't have more than 2 to 3 projects that you're working on a quarterly basis, because one project has so many action steps that will help you to get there. All right, so that's how you map out your project plan. From there, you have your priority blocks. Your priority block pages are going to help you to figure out, well, what are the things that are most important for you to focus on? We have daily priorities. So let's say in your company that you're working with, you might have to have a daily priority of delivering a report to your supervisor. Or perhaps in your business, let's say that you're a real estate professional, and maybe in your real estate practice, you have leads that you need to follow up with on a daily basis. That might be a daily priority. Or perhaps for you, going to the gym is a daily priority. Then you have your weekly priorities. Okay, well, maybe going to the gym isn't a daily priority, but maybe it's a weekly priority where you go certain days of the week. So maybe every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday are your gym days. That would be an example of a weekly priority. Or maybe you have some other responsibility that you deliver every week. Perhaps you are a leader in your church community and you're responsible for delivering the Bible study for youth every Sunday. And so you have to prepare that lesson. Or maybe you're a teacher in education or in some other realm in your career or life, and you need to prepare those lesson plans. That would be an example of a weekly priority. Your work blocks are time that you're going to execute the things that you have to get done. So let's say if you are running a business on your own, you might have a work block for when you're doing your marketing activities, or when you're developing content, when you're managing the finances of your business. Or maybe you have work blocks where you're doing the execution of planning out your family vacation. If you're the one that has been charged with making sure that your family has an awesome vacation this month. All right, so you have to decide on what the priorities are for you so that you can make sure that when you are mapping out your day, that you include time to work on those different priorities. Next, you'll find the habit tracker. Now, part of the daily success system is that we teach that your important lifestyle habits like your health and well-being aren't things that go on your to-do list. they get tracked on a habit tracker. Now you might say, well, why wouldn't I put going to the gym on my to-do list? Well, I'll tell you exactly why. Our to-do lists get renegotiated all the time because your priorities can constantly change from day to day in terms of what's on your to-do list. There might be something urgent that comes up that you need to take care of. And guess what? If your health and well-being is on your to-do list, it will also get renegotiated. So let's just say that things like going to the gym, doing your meal planning or preparation, anything like your meditation, yoga, things that are centered around your health and well-being are decisions. You decide that you're going to do them. They're non-negotiable because your health and well-being is non-negotiable. And we track our success and follow through on the habit tracker and not on your to-do list. All right, so on your habit tracker, you can write in a habit that you're working on and then mark X's, hearts, or stickers in the boxes for the days that you were able to get it done. Now, some habits that you have, you might not intend for them to be done every day, and that's totally okay. Just check off the days that you plan to work on those specific habits. All right, moving along inside of your planner, you will then come to the monthly pages. Now, the monthly pages are where you can map out your entire calendar for the month. One of the great benefits of the daily success routine is it's completely undated so that you can start at any time and you can just fill out the dates for the current month that you're in. I like filling out my month at a glance with any birthdays or big appointments that I have. Maybe I have a annual doctor's appointment every January that I want to have on my calendar. Whatever that is for you, you can fill in on your monthly calendar pages. And there are 3 monthly calendar pages, so you can fill those out. They're all in the same section. Next, you'll find your big ideas pages. This is where you put all your notes, doodles. You know how when you're sitting in those meetings and they might not fully have your attention and you want to write things down. Well, that's what your big ideas pages are, to write those things down when they come to you in the moment so that you don't lose those thoughts and ideas. Now, beyond the big ideas pages, this is where we're getting into more of the day-to-day meat of the daily success routine planner, or day-to-day practice, I should say, of the daily success routine planner. So first you'll see your mission control page. In the top, now mission control is your weekly prep practice. I like doing mine every Sunday. You can do it Saturday, you can do it Friday for the week ahead, whenever works for you. The big idea and the principle here, the daily success principle, is that you are planning your week ahead of time so that you know exactly what you're going to work on, and you can reflect on your lessons and learn your successes and lessons learned from the prior week to be able to make the necessary adjustments for the week ahead. So the first section is your appreciation. What things are you thankful for this week? What really lit up your week or made you feel excited or inspired, or just things that you feel in gratitude about? Next to that, you'll find your recap. So let's capture any successes or lessons that you learned for the week. Then you go down into your project action goals. So what are the milestones that you want to hit towards your 90-day projects for this week? What's the kind of chunk of activities that you're going to tackle and complete? Next, you'll get into your money milestones. I know we all have money goals that we're working towards, whether it's building up your emergency fund or saving for your kids to go to college. Maybe you want to save for your next vacation, or maybe you just want to be in an overall better financial position, start creating wealth in your life, maybe building that 401k or IRA, or investing in stocks. No matter what your money goals are, this is a reminder every week to kind of check in on what you're going to do to be able to take action towards that financial freedom that you desire in your life. Now, the parking lot is where all of your things get parked and sorted. This is what most people have as a daily to-do list. It's 20 things long and you absolutely cannot get to it all. But in the parking lot, you can park these ideas and sort out what's income generating, important, core to your goals, or not important, and then decide that only the most important things move to your daily list. Now, success is only fun if we're enjoying the journey and the process. So the next section helps you to remember to enjoy the journey. You can check in on your own happiness and well-being with the happiness meter. Now, if you're in that place where you're feeling like you're exhausted or overwhelmed or not having time for yourself, checking in with yourself every week with the happiness meter will absolutely wave that red flag and let you know that it's important that you get more self-care so that you can feel more rejuvenated and able to be happier and more fulfilled in your life. Now, focus days are days that you're going to commit to doing certain activities. This is critical if you are a person that has a lot of different responsibilities, and I know that is absolutely true for you and most of the people inside of the Daily Success community. So let's say, for example, if you're a business owner, you might need a day, and I love theming focus days, right? So you might call Mondays Make Money Mondays, or maybe Tuesdays are your Content Tuesdays, when you do all of your writing or your blog posts or articles or developing your videos or workshops or outlines. Maybe Wednesday is Wealthy Wednesday, where you're focused on accounts receivable and being able to bring in new revenues to the business. Perhaps Thursdays is a day where you're focused on operations for the business. So you can see how this works. Now, if you're not a business owner, that's totally fine too, but you might have other things in your life that you need to focus on. Maybe you have a date night with your significant others, or a certain day where you set up a play date with your kids. Or maybe you have certain days that you are focused on other projects. Maybe you are doing volunteer work or community work, or work in your church or a nonprofit organization. So you can decide which days you focus on these different activities to make sure that nothing on your plate gets left unattended. All right, finally, we move into the daily pages of your daily success routine planner. Now, on the daily pages at the top, this is where you put in your routines. Now, your routines are the practices that you're going to have every day to ensure that you follow through on your 90-day projects. Now, here's what I mean. You might have a morning routine that you do every day. Perhaps you also have a workday wrap-up routine or a power down routine for your evening. It doesn't matter what it is, but here's the place where you put down those routine actions that you want to take and then check off that you have actually followed through and gotten them done. The next section is your mantra. So what is the phrase or saying or aspirational quote that you want to be fully present to today? Maybe you want to tell yourself that you are lovable and capable. Or maybe you want to tell yourself that you are a business badass rock star that is completely deserving of all of the goals and desires that you have for yourself. Or maybe you want to tell yourself that you are productive and focused, or that you are capable of creating the life that you want. It doesn't matter. Your mantra is yours to own. What is the thing that you want to write down that's going to inspire you to move forward in that day? Next is your soul goals. Soul goals are 15 minutes that you get to spend with yourself that will feed your soul. So thinking about that self-care on a micro basis every day will help you to stay in a place of feeling excited and rejuvenated and charged, that you are able to give to yourself so that you have more to be able to give to others in your life and in your career and in your business. So an example of a soul goal might be reading that book that's been collecting dust on your nightstand, or maybe you read the book on audio. Maybe you have a glass of wine and do some journaling or meditation, or have a hot bubble bath. Whatever will feed your soul. Now, the key here is that this doesn't have to involve anybody else. This is 15 minutes for you doing something that you absolutely love. Next is your money milestones. So taking that money goal that you set when you plan the week ahead and think about what is the micro action that you need to take today in order to get a step closer towards that money goal. Now, your hour of power is spending at least 1 hour every day focused on moving your 90-day project forward. So go back to that idea storm that you did around what actions needed to happen in order for you to complete your 90-day project. And your hour of power is that place in your day where you're going to focus and get it done. I recommend doing your hour of power as the first hour of your day so that you don't leave anything to chance in terms of emergencies showing up, fire drills, because let's be honest, how many times have you had it where you had a perfectly planned out day and then less than an hour or two into the day, something showed up, an email, a phone call, a person walking over to your desk that completely derailed what you wanted to accomplish. So do your hour of power first so that you don't leave your projects, plans, and dreams to chance. The next section is today's focus. Now, this will help you to figure out, okay, what are the 4 priorities to start that you're going to give your attention to? These are the things that if nothing else gets done today, you will feel good that you've had a productive day if these things happen. But we're going to level up beyond just deciding what those things are going to be and say, all right, how much time are you going to allocate to getting them done? So in that little box where it says hours, let's say if you're going to write a proposal today, or if you need to work on a business plan, how much time are you going to spend on this activity? And let me tell you why this daily success practice is really important. If you have had the habit of making a to-do list that's 20 items long and only checking off 1 or 2 things on the list, because you didn't actually have enough time to begin with in order to complete all of those tasks, this will help you to set more realistic to-do lists for things that you can actually get done in a day. So here's what I mean. Let's say that you work an 8-hour workday. If you have 5 hours that are consumed with meetings and appointments, then that only leaves you with 4 hours available to actually execute physical work projects on the computer if you have a computer-based position. Well, in that case, you want to set up your focus for today with items that do not take up more than 4 hours. Now, you'll notice on the bottom section of the page, there's a place that's called Anchors, Focus Time to Get Things Done. This is where you can put your backup items, any errands that you have to do, any other action items that you need to take in your professional life, so that if you complete things in that 4 hours a lot faster, then you can begin to tackle some of the other things on the list, but you're no longer in a place of overwhelm and feeling like you failed the day because you only got to check 2 or 3 things off of a 20 item to-do list. Okay, the next section you'll see there is 3 by 3. This is 3 calls by 3 o'clock. Now, no matter what you do, your career, or whether you're building a business or a personal brand, in many cases, all of us need to do outreach and connections with others in order to make our goals a reality. So 3 by 3 is what calls do you need to do in terms of sales, marketing, PR, or even networking to help bring your goals to life. We want to make those calls by 3 o'clock every day so that you do not put them off, feel like the day runs too late, and then absolutely forget about doing them. And then the final section is your prep and notes. And this section is golden, and I'm going to tell you why. Your prep and notes will help you to follow through on things and keep you out of a space of overwhelm. Now, I'm telling you, with the thousands of people that I've worked with inside of the Daily Success community and speaking all over the country and internationally, what I found is that a lot of busy professionals are consumed because they're in a lot of meetings and appointments where they're generating tasks, work that they're meant to complete, but they don't have any time to prepare for the next meeting or appointment, or even follow up in terms of the action items that came out of those meetings. So imagine you're in that meeting, someone's assigning tasks, and then later you have to go back and remember, like, what are all the things I said I was going to do? Well, this prep and notes section is where in the moment you can be able to write things down so that you know exactly what to come back and follow up with. It's also important that you have prep time so that if you have a meeting coming up, you can remember to prepare for it and show up like the true professional that you are capable of being. Now, on the other side of the daily routine page, you'll see a section called Anchoring the Day. If you're like me and you love looking at things in a visual format, this gives you the ability to map out things that you put on your daily page in a hour by hour format so that you can still make sure you're not overcommitted in terms of the time that you're not overcommitted in terms of the time that you have available in your day. All right, so that is a complete walkthrough of your daily success routine planner. And I hope that you appreciate that the thing that's special and different about daily success routine is, number one, it provides you structure to be able to both manage your day and achieve your goals so that you're no longer winging it, flying by the seat of your pants, and unable to be consistent with what you want to accomplish. But we also have this amazing community. So go and join the Success Squad and hang out with other daily success insiders that are achieving their goals. You can post the things that you're working on and be able to get feedback, join our weekly office hours, get your questions answered, and get the additional support that you needed. Finally, I'll say the thing that's special about the daily success routine system is that it really leverages routines to help you follow through on your goals. And trust me, routines are the secret sauce to accomplishing more. Once you learn to set up a daily practice to make sure that your goals and the things that you want to accomplish are on autopilot, there's no stopping you from getting more done. So visit the website for any additional resources and tools that you need, dailysuccessroutine.com. Our team is here to support you, so you can email us with your questions at hello@dailysuccessroutine.com. Join our weekly office hours inside of the Facebook group. And if you're looking for regular tips to help you accomplish your goals, then definitely also check out the Daily Success Show podcast, which is available on iTunes, Google Play, and SoundCloud, or wherever you like to download your favorite episodes. Thanks so much for spending this time with me. I can't wait to hear what you're working on. And so I want to finally end by saying that I invite you to share your goals inside of the Daily Success Routine community. If you tag us on social media with your Daily Success Routine planner or what you're working on, then we're going to send you some daily success swag. So make sure you do that. I look forward to helping you continue to achieve your goals. So go forward, have daily success, and remember that success is not a destination, it's a journey. So take action today and make your goals happen. I look forward to talking with you soon. Jamila Payne here.